Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu says a deal has been reached to return hostages after a last-minute holdup in the ceasefire agreement. Chief Foreign Correspondent Ian Pannell is in Tel Aviv. Good morning, Ian.
Yeah, good morning, George. From Hostage Square, there is a mood of quiet optimism, certainly anticipation that this deal may well be done and the hostages will start to be released. The Israeli Security Cabinet held a meeting just a couple of hours ago and they voted to approve this. There were some objections, but it has passed. It now goes before the wider Israeli government. Again, it is expected to pass, allowing a little time for legal objections, and then this deal begins. Breaking this morning, a ceasefire in the war in Gaza and hostage release just approved by Israel's Security Cabinet. It still needs to go to a full government vote. Prime Minister Netanyahu's office saying the agreement will come into force as early as Sunday. This after a tense day of last-minute talks and infighting within the Israeli government. Overnight, ahead of the announcement, protesters taking to the streets here once again. Tonight, the chant is very simple. Bring them home and sign the deal. Amid the uncertainty, preparations are underway for the hostages' release. 33 in the first phase, starting with all women, children, elderly and the sick and injured. It's not clear how many are still alive. Among those set to be freed, 2 of the 7 Americans kidnapped and believed to still be alive. Sagi Dekelchen, a father of 3, and Keith Siegel, a North Carolina native taken along with his wife from their home. His wife was released in November 2023. The hostages will be released over a 6-week period. They'll be transferred to the military and then taken to one of 6 designated hospitals, with specifically designed private wings to undergo a series of medical evaluations and psychological assessments. Family members of hostages like Gal Gilboa Delal, whose brother Guy was taken by Hamas at the Nova Music Festival, have mixed emotions.
I still can't be so hopeful and get my expectation high until I really see them starting to come back. But I also have a hope that I didn't have until now.
The Biden administration and the Trump team have been pushing hard for a deal and are confident it will begin this weekend. For war-ravaged Gaza, a ceasefire can't come soon enough. Israeli airstrikes raining down on the Strip since the agreement was announced, killing more than 100, according to the Hamas-run health authority. We've been following college student Tala Herzala since the war began.
I love this. Stay alive, no.
This morning, after 15 long months of death and devastation, now a message of hope.
It's real. It's happening. And we're finally living it. We made it. We've survived.
So, guys, anxious hours ahead, not just for the people gathered here and many Israelis, but, of course, for the Palestinians inside the Gaza Strip. It has been an horrific period for them, a living nightmare. More than 90% of the population has been forced from their homes, more than 46,000 killed, disease, destruction and death all around. And Tala there expressing quiet optimism as well, just like you hear here, that this could finally be the final few days. The hostages will be released and the guns will fall silent.